I'll try to zoom in here, although it's hard, but the most prominent artery, remember the arteries are thick-walled because they take blood away from the heart and they have to withstand high pressures, whereas veins are thin-walled, and they, if they don't have the blue latex in them, they will appear kind of thin and like almost transparent membranes. This is the pulmonary artery. So the most prominent artery that you see leaving from the right ventricle will be the pulmonary artery, which will take blood to deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Behind it, if we look behind it, you will see the aortic arch, which you can see right here. It's a little fuzzy on the camera, but basically right here is the aortic arch, and it will split. It goes back up underneath the superior vena cava, and it will branch into the two carotid arteries. And it will go along the backside and join up or form the dorsal aorta. So the aortic arch is going that way, back behind the pulmonary artery. If we pull up on the lungs here, we can see two tubes, the dorsal aorta and the esophagus. The third tube running along this area of the body is the inferior vena cava, which in this case is labeled blue, but it won't always be. So this running here is the inferior vena cava. Three tubes. On the very bottom, dorsal aorta, which is thick, walled, and will be slightly pink. There is a flexible tube lying above it, which is the esophagus, which will go down to the stomach, and then the inferior vena cava.